Well, you know, when I look back, I consider that paradoxically, and not for all the best reasons, I built with my own hands most of the cars I ever raced. Having written a specification for this car, it remains the car that I never built. And here it is. It resonates with me because I always remember there's a little bit of Bathurst in every Ford Falcon.
So that brings us on to this particular car.
Yeah.
So this was originally an idea between yourself and Ford, was to homologate the Goss Special?
Yes, our plan at the end of the 74 season, Keith's objective, his strategy, was to capitalise on the commercial release of the Goss Special and nominate the Goss Special as the principal Ford variant for the 75 Bathurst 1000. But Ford were unable to negotiate a dispensation with CAMS regarding the production numbers because there hadn't been enough Goss Specials built to meet that criteria. And further to that, the Goss Special was produced as a road car, as a modest touring car.
But from that partnership to the fruition of what you intended for your race car,
yeah,
that never happened.
No, I got off the track there. The plan was for us to develop the car inside the Group C formula for the Endurance Championship, but it was unable to happen, so we would have, of course, brought the 5.8 litre engine into it. But it couldn't happen, so the principal Ford variant for 75, once again, was the GT Falcon, the XB GT Falcon. All these years later, I was approached by a Queensland collector through his mechanic and curator, and I agreed to assist Darren in reconstructing the car. At his end, he located a very good Goss Special, and he set about overhauling the car. It was reduced to a bare chassis unit, and every single aspect of the construction of the car is exactly as we had projected in the written specification in the early part, in the autumn of 1975. So all these years later, in the next century, we built the car. It's a prototype of the specification that I wrote in 1975.
But you were involved with the build of this car from day one, that's correct, isn't it?
Yes, I've been involved with Darren for a couple of years now, and it's been a slow, methodical project because he's had other things to do, and I come and go, but I'm very pleased with it.
But it has all of those changes that you wanted to do.
That's right.
But you couldn't do.
That's right, we couldn't do it at the time. So it's quite a special project for me when I think about my association with it and the great work that Darren did to materialise that specification and bring it to life.
It's absolutely fantastic car. Yeah.